Hi everyone! Welcome back to the next instalment in our Volunteering Spotlight series, where we aim to give you a taste of the work that charities across Hertfordshire are engaged in and find out how you can get involved in volunteering for them. I'm Deborah from GoVolHerts, and today I'm here with Nikki from Carers in Hertfordshire, along with volunteers Rumit and Hazel. Hello everyone!
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, so first of all, Nikki, you're the volunteer manager. Can you tell us a little bit about Carers in Hertfordshire? What is it that you do across
Absolutely.
Hertfordshire, presumably?
Yes, we are a county-wide charity. We were set up in 1995, supporting carers all across Hertfordshire. It was set up with carers for carers. So we are a charity supporting people who look after a friend or a family member in an unpaid capacity. So they could be caring for somebody that's disabled, elderly, maybe they misuse drugs or alcohol, have a mental or physical illness. Carers come in all shapes and sizes. They could be a parent looking after a child. It could be a wife looking after her husband. A lot of people don't recognise that they are carers because they feel that they're just a family member doing what family members do.
Mm,
So the carers may live together. They may live apart in other areas of the county, but we support all people that have got a connection with Hertfordshire. So even if they live in Hertfordshire, work in Hertfordshire, or the person they care for is in Hertfordshire, we aim to support them. We support people in various different ways, but we really want to give carers a voice, make them feel heard, try and connect with carers earlier on in their caring journey. We often
yeah,
hear that people think, well, I'm not a carer, I'm just a husband, I'm just a wife, and I've walked past their information many times, but I never picked it up because I didn't feel that I was a carer. So we want to connect to people earlier in their caring journey so that we can support them, get their voices heard, um, give them knowledge of where to go for support, try and give them time out from their caring role, and just generally make sure that they are valued and heard. There are around 45,000 carers on our database at Carers in Hertfordshire at the moment. However, I believe there's around 100,000 in Hertfordshire, according to the survey. So there's lots of people we would still like to try and connect with and support. And we
yeah.
couldn't do that without the help of our lovely volunteers, two of which we've obviously got here today. So how do our volunteers get involved? It's we have the support. We can do face-to-face support. So we've got 18 carer support hubs all across Hertfordshire. So that hopefully there is one fairly nearby to everybody in the county.
Mhm.
If people can't get out to a physical location, we have telephone support in terms of a keep in touch call that volunteers make these calls for us. We have a mentoring scheme where we might set people up a one-to-one basis to try and help them really work towards specific goals to help them continue with their caring role should they want to. And we also have a bereavement service as well. So lots of things that we do, lots of ways to get involved. But ultimately, yeah, we're trying to support carers. And we know that the caring role changes so that people can get registered with us, get support. And as their role changes, we want to give them that continued support.
Yeah, that's brilliant. So yeah, I know we probably all know someone who is or has been supported by a carer, and I absolutely understand why people don't think they're a carers and they don't realise, that there is this support out them, and it's perhaps only when it comes to a crisis support. So if you can
Yeah,
get them earlier, tell them about the support that's available and support them, it's much better for
absolutely.
everyone all round, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think some people
Um,
don't realise because they may start off with just helping out with maybe the finances of somebody or just doing the
yeah.
shopping, or I'm only taking
Mm,
them to hospital appointments. If somebody can't do without your support, then you are probably a carer. And
yeah.
getting involved with us early can help in the long run.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. So
Mm.
obviously you said you're a Hertfordshire-wide charity. Can people volunteer with you in most areas of the county? Have you got particular areas where perhaps you're a bit short of volunteers for some reason?
Well, we've got anybody can volunteer, and I know that you can volunteer even if you're out of county because of the nature of our Keep in Touch calls. You don't have to live in Hertfordshire, but with our carer support hubs being county-wide, we do want them to be a peer-led support offer.
Yeah.
We find that most of our volunteers are either carers or have a caring background, so they want to give something back. They can volunteer at any of our carer support hubs. No role is too big or too small, but particularly we've just opened a new hub in Hitchin that we're looking for volunteers to help lead or be involved with, even if it's just setting up chairs to get the meeting sort of organised. So yes, we've got that in North Herts, along with our Stevenage hub that we're looking to recruit people for, and also in Berkhamsted that we're looking for hub leader volunteer helpers. But obviously any volunteers, so if it doesn't matter where you are, keep in touch, call us. Maybe people might want to be a mentor to provide that one-to-one support. Even if you just want to come and feel involved, people start doing one role and then progress to other roles. We like to provide support and make sure that our volunteering is flexible to suit our volunteers.
Yeah, because volunteering isn't like you have a job description when you have a paid job and this is what you do. It's like, you know, is there something else you can do or want to do, or you see something? So volunteering, yeah, can be really, you know, you start off doing one thing, you move on to something else, you see a gap. It's absolutely brilliant for that, people gaining new skills, doing new things, supporting in different ways. So yeah, if people think of ways they can support charities, even if they haven't, you know, seen a particular volunteering role, it's always worth having that conversation, I think. Okay, so Hazel, you're a volunteer for Carers in Hertfordshire. So tell us a little bit about what your role is for them, and what do you get out of volunteering, and what do you think you might say to someone who's thinking of volunteering, maybe for the first time?
Yeah, I'm a co-leader at the Hemel Hub, and it's a growing group that is really vibrant, and there's so many people that have got so many skills and so actually well equipped, but they're struggling, and we just help them to realize that they can do it, and we can point them in the right direction when they want a bit more information. So it's quite amazing to be part of it. I
Making
love
a
being
difference to
part.
someone's life, yeah.
And I love being part of a community that cares and supports. And another reason why I love it so much is because Carers in Hearts is actually an amazing charity that really does value their volunteers and looks after them. And there's a chance for progression if you like doing one role but you want to do more, because I also do mentoring. And I came to know Carers in Hearts through being a carer myself, and I know how much that support meant for me, and to be able to go on and offer that to other people, and something that all carers say when they come to, well, actually have any contact with Carers in Hearts, is how much when they meet other carers and we understand what it's like to be a carer, there is that connection that you make then is amazing.
Yeah,
So
feeling like
yeah, I get a
they're
lot
not
out of that.
alone.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's brilliant. Thank you ever so much, Hazel. Rumit, can you tell us a bit about your experience?
Right. Good morning. Yes, I live in the borough of Enfield, so outside of Hertfordshire. I came into Carers in Hearts only because my father-in-law lived in Porter's Bar. I was a carer for him, and sadly he passed away about a year ago. What I get out of caring, my role is now keep in touch. You don't see any of the carers face to face, but quite often when you pick up the phone, speak to them, they say they're okay, generally fine, no problem. But there are occasions when they have multiple issues. Sometimes I have answers for them, sometimes I don't. So I end up speaking with the office, get answers, and relay back those answers to the carers. And I find helping carers in that manner is very, very rewarding. You're giving something back to society. Carers become happier, and they know a lot more from speaking to keeping in touch volunteers than they did before. And quite often I tell them, if you have any difficulty, just ring up Carers in Hearts, and they will guide you with a lot of your issues. So I'm quite happy that it is going along that way.
Sometimes it's just knowing that someone is there if you need them. It's that feeling of moral support, aside from the practical things,
Yes.
I think, isn't it?
They know that they're not by themselves. If they need any help, yes, somebody is there to help them. So yes, very, very rewarding.
Thank you to Hazel and Rumit, because our volunteers, they're not just volunteers, they're like part of the Carers in Hearts family. We support our volunteers, we train volunteers, we have lots of social events as well as training events that we have. We invite all of our volunteers to our whole staff events, so they feel that they're included in the whole of our organisation, and that they haven't just signed up for something and then we just let them go and do the volunteering without being grateful for every single job that they do, whether it's big or small. We appreciate everything that our volunteers do.
Yeah, thank you ever so much, all of you. So if you've got maybe half an hour a week to give someone a telephone call, or you've got a bit longer to help out in your hubs, these are sort of quite flexible in terms of the time you can give, but it could really make a big difference to someone. And you could be part of the Carers in Hearts family, lots of social events, lots of, you know, support and training. So it sounds great. So hopefully there's someone at home who's seen this and will be contacting you shortly to see if they can become your next volunteer. So thank you very much. That's brilliant.
Thank you for inviting us along, Deborah.
If that has inspired you at home, you can follow the link in the video description and you will find some volunteering roles with Carers in Hearts on the GoVolHerts platform. You can also search for hundreds of other roles at nearly 600 charities and non-profits in around Hertfordshire to find something that really works for you. If you'd like to receive notifications when GoVolHerts posts content like this video, please subscribe to us on YouTube, and you can click the bell icon to receive notifications when we post new videos. So that's all from myself, from Nikki, from Hazel and from Marit. Thank you very much. I hope you join me next time and discover more about another organisation in Hertfordshire and their volunteering roles. But until next time, thanks for watching and goodbye.